Good evening, guys, and welcome along to another RWA Productions Live. And tonight we are joined by Paul Wilson. Say good evening, everyone, Paul.
Good evening, everybody. Nice to be
And
back.
we are joined by the Sheffield woman herself, Acacia Cameron Jude. Say good evening, everyone, Acacia.
Evening, everybody.
And in the right-hand corner, you might not have recognised him for a couple of weeks, but we have Jack back on. Good evening, Jack.
Hello, everyone.
Hello there, Jack. How you doing? You alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, good. Good stuff. Right, and tonight we have a lot to cover tonight.
Oh, yes.
Right, so first of all, guys, this is a bit is an unexpected guest. We have my sister wants to sing you a Sunderland song, everybody, so you know what it is. We're going to do it. Give a clap for Harvey Young, everybody. Away! Right, come round here, then. Come round here. I promised you. Come on. Come on. I promised you. Come on, then. What are you going to sing? What are you going to sing?
I don't know what Sunderland song says.
You're going to sing Oh Sunderland, We Love You?
Can you sing?
Oh, Sunderland, we love you. We love the Sunderland. We do. We're Sunderland. We do. We're Sunderland. We do. Oh, Sunderland, we love you. There you go, Holly. You've had your opportunity. Go on. Give Holly a good clap, everybody. There you go. You see how excited she is about that. Right. So, we have a lot to cover tonight. What we just said. We've got the Swansea red card to discover. We've got a penalty shout to discover. We even got the referees to discover. We have a lot to cover in this live stream. So, first one, where do we go? What shall we do? Right. The first one we'll go to is the penalty shout. Someone brings Ahmad down.
Which one? Because we had two penalty shootouts.
Oh, we did have penalty shout. Two penalties, didn't we? We had someone who brought Ahmad down. I don't know his name, but someone who brought Ahmad down, it was 100% a penalty for that one. I seen it myself back on the video. I think the player had contact in his left calf, sorry. Paul, what was your thought on that? Like, how
Well, for me, that was definitely a penalty for Ahmad. And Dan Neal's, I think that was a penalty as well.
Acacia?
Yeah, I think, like Paul said, for the first one on Ahmad, that was definitely a penalty because I was stood with the lads.
Actually.
Because I was stood with the lads, I was stood with Michael and Paul in the first half, and we literally shouted, didn't we? Me, you, and Michael, literally like, it was a penalty, and then we literally said the referee's ignoring it, didn't even see what was happening. I was like, how we're ref, man.
Oh dear. Jack, what's your thoughts on this referee's position?
You're gonna obviously hear me. I don't think there was enough contact for a penalty at all. To be fair, I was on the opposite way end of the ground, but I seen him back. I don't think there was enough contact. There was contact, I would admit. There was not enough contact to get pulled down for a penalty.
Okay.
That's what Russell Morton said in his post-match. That it wasn't actually a penalty. That's what he actually told the media.
Also, a retired ref said it wasn't enough for a penalty either.
I've seen that, actually.
Well, I thought it was a penalty in my eyes, 100%. I have to agree with you for two. It was 100% a penalty. I watched it on the replay as well. I even looked on it slow motion. That was 100% a penalty. Now, next, we'll go over 20 seconds later. We get up the pitch. And for some reason, Luke 09 decides to be...
Don't.
What can I say about Luke 09? He's 100%. He has 100% for our club, but how is Luke 09? He stormed in like a headless chicken.
He mistimed it. What can he do? He mistimed it.
Yeah, I know he mistimed it a lot.
And to be fair, the ref was going to give a yellow at first until the Swansea players surrounded the ref.
Paul Wilson, was it a red card?
Oh, to be honest, I've looked at it back, and I've got to say
Oh,
that is 100% a red card.
Yeah, because I showed you
Unfortunately.
on Sunday, didn't I? And you said it was definitely a red card to me on Sunday.
Yeah, that is definitely a red card. And sadly,
Acacia? What?
I knew you were going to ask me this. Because I was stood in front of Michael and Paul, and I said to them two, "Oh, wait, Luke on 9 now. What the hell were you doing there?" And then I was just like, "That's a red card after what it's done." And I was literally, I was fuming, weren't I, Paul?
she was. Trust me.
I was literally fuming. You should have heard me in front of Michael and Paul. Jesus Christ.
Jack, was it a red card?
100% was a red card.
We are.
There was like the ball was like 30 yards away from the player and he slid in.
Who says it on the live chat? Let's have a look. Well, two people agree here. Lauren Kelly says it was a red card, unfortunately. Yeah, it was. And Morgan agree on the live chat. He says it was a Stonewall red. Not even a debate. Was unsure at first. But after watching it back, red card all day. You know what, Morgan? I totally agree with you on that one. Lauren Kelly again. But what pisses me off is the reaction of our fans from Embo's red card to Luke's. Embo gets called all the names under the sun, but Luke doesn't.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with Lauren about that. I agree.
You know what, Lauren, I totally agree with you on that one as well, yeah. Referee. Next one.
Oh, don't.
Keith Stroud.
He was an
hope he's not listening.
If you're watching, guys, Keith Stroud, if you are watching, please leave now. Please leave now is the instruction I'm giving you. The referee was a useless, unprofessional, may I say, unqualified, and a useless twat. That's all I've got to say.
And the Premier League referee.
Premier League referee?
That honestly, he should not be a referee because he was absolutely doing the wrong thing, like giving the wrong decision. And I was like, how are you a referee, man? You're not a championship referee, you're just a flipping Premier League one. Exactly.
I don't even think he's a Premier League one, Acacia. I think he should go to Northern League Premier League. I think he should go to non-league. Now I'm in Premier League. All those laughing there in the background thinking, oh. Paul, what's your thoughts on this referee? Keith Stroud, what's your thoughts? Like, come on.
Well, like I said after the game, I wasn't happy at all with Keith Stroud. Fair enough, he has given us wins. Bristol City, for example, in QPR. But Keith Stroud lost control of the game. You know, from the start of the game, I knew there was something wrong with him. But with him, his assistance was even worse. You know, the Acacia will back us up on this.
Yeah.
Why did one of our players get booked? I'm not sure if you noticed, Brad, but the assistant booked one of our players for tossing the ball.
Exactly. Because I was literally like fuming with Michael and Paul, and I backed Paul up on this because honestly.
Well, in the live chat, we have Morgan Greer saying hi, Lauren. Craig Jeff saying your team is shit.
Lol, your team is way
very uncalled for, but okay. Lauren Kelly says he got dropped from the Premier League.
Lauren, yeah, he did.
Stop crying about a referee. Craig, we have every right to, mate.
Shut up.
We have every right to. I know I'm your friend, but we have every right to argue.
Try having him as referee, then you know where we're coming from.
Morgan Gray says AFL refs are just full stop. You know what, Morgan? I have to agree on that as well.
I do totally agree with Morgan about that law.
Yeah, I agree with Morgan on that.
Yeah, we all have to agree with him on that one, to be fair. So Sunderland versus Swansea, obviously we got beat 3-1 with Luke O'Nine's red card.
One of their goals was offside as well.
One of
Yeah,
their goals was,
exactly. That's what I said to you, Michael, didn't I, Paul?
Yeah,
Was
you
it?
did.
one of their goals was offside, yeah. Obviously Patterson couldn't stop the first one, but the second and third I thought he could have done better. What about you, Paul?
I'm getting annoyed at Patterson every single game. It's not even funny.
It's not, is it?
He's just, I don't know what it is. His confidence is just getting lower and lower.
What's your thoughts on Paul? Second and third, do you think Patterson should have done better?
Like I said to Brad, Patterson is still quite young.
He is.
Yeah, he is still learning. But to be honest, I know the transfer window's open, but I wouldn't be surprised if we went in for another goalkeeper.
I wouldn't be very surprised either.
Because I'm not, with us getting Bass, I'm not, I don't know if Bass should really, fair enough, Bass is the cup goalkeeper, but I don't think he's ready for the league.
Because when Anthony Patterson let that third goal in, I was like, what the hell was he doing there? Literally, Ollie Cooper literally got the ball over him and went into the back of the net. I was like, for God's sake, I knew that, because I said to Paul Michael in the first half, I knew it was going to be Ollie Cooper who was going to score against us like he did when we were away at their ground.
Well, yeah. We all knew Ollie Cooper was going to score, wasn't he, for Swansea? We all knew he was.
Yeah, and then I think we might need a new goalkeeper, to be honest. Because like Paul said, we've already got Alex Bass for the FA Cup for the game against Fulham next week. So we definitely need a new goalkeeper. Otherwise, what about Jacob Carney though? Because he's only for the under 23s.
He's dog white though. He's nowhere near good enough at this moment of time.
Yeah.
To be fair, people might call us for this, but I'd rather have Alex Bass than Jacob Carney in goal. I'm sorry.
100%.
Alex
Bass is not even a bad keeper.
I don't think he is either, to be honest.
It'd be interesting though, because Alex Bass came from a League One club.
Yeah,
He came from
Came
Portsmouth.
from Portsmouth, didn't he?
yeah, he came from them.
We need an experienced goalkeeper, I think.
Yeah, we definitely need one. Lauren Kelly says we all agree with her anyway. I said that to my friend, we need another goalkeeper, we need experience as well, she says.
Someone like Scott Carson could be a good keeper to bring in, to be fair.
Scott
Yes, he's quite
Carson.
old. Scott Carson, championship experience.
What, from Man City?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout, is it?
Yeah, he's quite good.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll go to Jack. Jack, what was your verdict on Saturday's game against Swansea?
Don't get started. I've got no words for him. He's just a useless pile of trash, to be fair. Like, he supports Luton. No wonder he wouldn't let us give us
he
penalties.
does.
Didn't want us to go above Luton. Clearly seeing that.
Exactly.
But it is what it is, to be fair.
Mm.
We've had worse reps in the past.
Well, we've got a few the injuries what have been out. We've got not far away from coming back. We've got Alex Pritchard who will be returning against Fulham on the 20th in the cup. We've got.
I thought he was out for a solid month.
No.
That's what I thought, because I thought
He's still
I
out.
thought Pritchard was out for a month.
No, he actually remains out for the Middlesbrough game as well.
I think he's going to be back for like the Rotherham game. I think I've heard the Rotherham away.
No, it says on Sunderland Echo that he's back on the 28th, possibly. That's what it says.
I wouldn't rush him back. Like
What's
last
that?
time, I wouldn't.
Otherwise,
Give him an extra couple of weeks.
Give him an extra couple of weeks, but I actually seen him in training today. Sunderland DST.
Yeah, he's in training the same as Dennis Serkin.
Dennis Serkin's back in training and all, and he's expected back on the 28th again against
Yeah, and Alessi is back.
Alessi back on the
end of the
4th.
month.
Alessi is back on the 4th. Paul against Millwall. That's when he's.
That leaves a massive centre back or defence dilemma for Moby. To be fair, who do you drop? Who do you bring back in? Do you drop Hume, or do you drop Bollard, or do you drop whoever in that back line? To be fair,
But how But however, man, I wouldn't drop Trey Hume. He's been
No, he's too
No,
good.
wouldn't.
He's very
He's-
good.
he's too good.
Brilliant this season.
Hey, did you not see it on Saturday, Paul, what he done at the stadium, right? He ran all the way up the pitch about 30, 40 yards up the pitch.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah, so
To be honest, I know Mowbray is thinking about sending players out on loan, but Mowbray, if you're listening, do not send Trey
he said,
Hume out.
but I've seen on Twitter, because obviously I said to you the other day, didn't I, Paul? I said to you that apparently Tony Mowbray is now saying he doesn't want Trey Hume to go out on loan, and he doesn't want who else did he say?
He's
Say
not
Huggins.
sending Huggins out either.
Yeah, he said Huggins. So apparently them two aren't going out on loan now, and we want to keep him.
But is Huggins going to get the first team football he's going to get this season? Is he going to get minutes?
It'll probably
That, I think he
probably
will,
be an
because Huggins just came back in full training on Thursday. So you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he went in the team against Fulham.
Nah, yeah, I totally agree there, Paul. So we'll go over to transfers now. So I've got a Sunderland Echo report saying Everton eye 17.5 million striker. In deal, I could see Ellis Sims return to Sunderland. So
No,
Everton eyeing a deal for 17.5 million Colombian striker Duvan Zapata on loan.
Sims is not coming back. I don't know why people don't face it. He's not coming back.
Don't think Ellis Sims is coming back?
No, there's a reason why Lampard's technically recalled him. They wouldn't bring him back for a month and then send him straight back out.
Paul, what's your thoughts about Ellis Sims? Do you think he's coming back? I think he is. What do you think?
To be honest, first time I ever said this on here, but I think you will. The reason I went down to Wigan Athletic with Sean and Bowers, and actually after the game, we spotted Sims because he was talking to the fans, and Sims actually didn't look happy. Because that day at 10 o'clock at night, Ellis Sims got the phone call by Frank Lampard to say he has to return to Everton. And we noticed Sims' face. Sims looked angry that he had to return.
Right, can I just quickly say though?
We all have opinions. Come on.
The other day, I was literally watching the Everton game, and he did not even. Well, he came on literally in the 82nd minute, and he's not even coming on in the first half. But like Paul said, all of us were down at Wigan. He got the phone call from Frank Lampard, and I saw literally on Twitter, Facebook, Everton are getting new players. What the hell is... Honestly, Frank Lampard and the directors at that club do not know what they're flipping doing at all, because they got told to stay away from the club the other day because the fans were not happy at all. And I put on the group chat, didn't I, the other day, the fans had a right go at Ellis Sims when he was in the car.
Yes, I seen that. I seen an update on that as well on the banter page.
Yeah, and that's why I think he's coming back to Sunderland, you know. I think that's why he's coming back.
You know what, Acacia? I couldn't agree anymore with you. Yeah, I think he's going to come back as well at some point. Obviously, Everton lost to Southampton 2-1. He came on for 8 minutes. Man United 3, Everton 1. He came on for 22 minutes. And 4-1 to Brighton. He came on for 5 minutes. Like, come on, Lampard.
I've seen you talk about that. Have you seen who Everton's got at the weekend? They've got West Ham.
Everton's got West Ham at the weekend.
Now, the thing is, both lose. Moyes is sacked. Lampard is gone.
Oh. Right, on the live chat, we've got Lauren Kelly says the thing is we can't be waiting around for Everton to do their business so we can have Sims back. We need to focus on our own business.
Yeah.
Exactly. We can't be waiting around for people. Also, one of my friends from college, Liam Case, he says, I don't like how we're not made our first signing yet. Well, Liam,
We are close.
we are going to go on to that one in a minute. But we'll tell you what, we'll go on to it now because I haven't got any thoughts on Ellis Sims at the minute. So I've got a thought on this signing. So Sunderland are making a pursuit for West Ham star Perry Ekwar. he's been highly rated at the French thing. He's like of the likes of Kylian Mbappe, the likes of Moussa Diaby, the likes of Ben Arthur. There's been a lot of players who's been playing for that as well. 20-year, I think he's only 20-year-old, and he's also been favoured by Acacia for him to join the club as well. So I think this is why he's making his move to Sunderland. So Acacia, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think it's a good move or not a good move? I think it's a really good move.
It's a really good move. Like you said, that Agilis has said to him, "Oh, come to Sunderland, it's brilliant here." And the fans are really really loud, and they sing like the hearts out for everybody on the pitch. I think it's a really good signing because we need loads of signings. Like we've got him coming on the way, but it needs to be like really quick, or like this week or next week before the Fulham game.
Yeah, Paul, what's your thoughts? Good signing, bad signing, not a good one in the middle?
To be honest, I'm pleased we're getting him because he is a defensive midfielder.
CDM, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. So I'm thinking, because Mowbray wanted somebody to come in, like say like Corey Evans can't play every game. So like, could this young lad that's coming in, could he actually play in that similar role as Corey Evans?
Yeah, well, why not? Jack, what's your thoughts on Perrier-Ekwa?
I
Talk.
think he's a good signing to an extent. I don't think he's the player you can come straight into the starting 11.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, Michu can kind of do Evans' role if you really look at how Michu really plays off the ball. He's still a good signing. He can be good for squad depth for the season. Hopefully he gets the minutes and proves people wrong, to be fair.
And also on the live chat, we've got Lauren Kelly says, got to be padded by in a couple of days before the window closes. Yeah, we got about 14 days, 15 days before this window shuts.
Well, actually, on that, I was listening to the Sunderland Raw podcast, and that they were saying that Phil Smith said that there is, well, according to him, because he does know somebody well that works at the club. According to him, Sunderland are in advanced talks with a number of signings to come in.
Yeah, we're still after Charlie Cresswell from Leeds, and we're still
he's
after,
one of them.
Yeah, and then we're after that. Galahad, I think his name is. Yeah, from Leeds as well. So we're after him.
They want more wage though. They're asking for more wage percentage, which is apparently not at the club's wage structure.
Oh, okay. Liam
We're
Casey.
after a striker as well. That's the striker's deal that apparently that we're after. He's out of contract in the summer, but apparently the club he's at, they've asked that they've allowed him to agree a pre-contract with a club, and the club he's talking to apparently is us.
Well, Liam Casey is only Swans who are Swansea's interested in signing, and have you made any signings yet? I don't know Swansea's made any signings yet because only on here.
No, they haven't.
They haven't made any signings. Otherwise, Swansea would have put it on Twitter.
Yeah, they would have put it on Twitter, haven't they?
The thing is, on Swansea, one of their players looks like he's going to go to Rangers.
I've heard about that one.
Morgan Whittaker.
Morgan Whittaker, yeah.
They've agreed. Rangers have actually agreed a fee, so they're talking to Swansea.
Right. We're going to read out a bit of a talk now from Joe Gelhardt. So this is what he says. Jesse Marsh, which is the Leeds United manager, he says he's held talks with Sunderland, linked striker George Gelhardt. His championship club's queued up into bid to sign the Leeds United striker on loan. So what is your thoughts on that one, Paul?
I'm thinking I'm pleased we're getting him actually. You know, because like I said, Tony Mowbray does want 2 strikers.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough, Ross Stewart is the only striker at the club. Well, I'm not complaining in that area, but
Yeah.
I'm pleased with bringing him in, actually.
Acacia, what's your thoughts on that? Joe Gelhardt? Do you think he's going to be a good signing for us if he does come?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a good signing for us when he comes, because obviously Leeds have been I think they've lost a few games this week. That's just gone, and then they've won a few games the week before as well. But I think I definitely think it'll be a brilliant signing for us because, like you've just said, he's coming on loan. So yeah.
Jack, your thoughts on Perrier? Not Perrier, sorry, we just talked about him. Thoughts on Gelhardt from Leeds United? What's your thoughts on him if we do sign him?
Brilliant signing, to be fair. I don't know if you look at if he's coming in to be a backup to Stewart or Moby wants to go 2 up top, or he's a be a rotated player, but he's a brilliant signing. Yes, he hasn't really scored in the Premier League in like 15 games for Leeds. Doesn't mean anything, to be fair. He could do a job in the Championship.
Exactly, good. Yeah, he can make a job in the Championship, Joe Gelhardt, because I think he was on loan at, was it somewhere last season, Paul? Or Acacia, do you know?
I think it was...
Was it Wigan Athletic when you went out on loan last season?
No, I don't think it was Wigan. There would have been. He was in the Championship last season on loan. He wasn't in League One.
Yes, he was at Wigan Athletic from 2018.
Was he?
20 when he joined Leeds.
Oh.
So he's had 35 appearances for Leeds, 2 goals. But off the mark. But you know, hopefully if he signs for Sunderland, that'll be a good move in the Championship.
I'm pleased we're going after Championship players.
Liam K says, I would love to sign him, and I have heard from the man mistake that we are interested in Joe Hugo.
No, we're not. I've not seen that. Because I've seen that he's going to a different club, because I've seen it all over Twitter. Who's it who he plays for now?
Norwich?
Yeah, it's Norwich. Apparently he's going to a different club because he wants to go out on loan or to a permanent...
I've seen nothing about any rumours for Joe Gahig, to be fair. I've seen absolutely nothing on that of a rumour being interested in him or wanting him. So I don't know where mistake got that.
No, Joe Hugo plays for Manchester United. He doesn't play for Norwich.
It must be a different Joe Hugo then, because there's one who plays for Norwich, who's the striker.
It's what do you call him? Who plays for that's Jordan Hugo. You're on
Oh, mate.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Yeah, that's his brother.
My bad.
At least he's relatives for somebody though. You see. So we'll go over to the 22nd of January for the next game. If you haven't heard about it yet on Facebook, that Paul Wilson has agreed to do fans' reactions outside the ground after the game. So stick around after the game. Go get an interview with Paul. Hopefully you'll get about 10 in, so it'll last a bit more.
Hopefully no swearing.
And I will. And I've got the best job in the world when he sends me over them. I've got to edit them all, so I've got a good job there.
Who's the cameraman?
We need a cameraman as well. I've just thought about what we actually need. It could have be Michael Ballard.
Somebody
could get Michael Ballard.
I might ask Lee because he's at the game on Sunday.
Oh, Lee Farrell, is he at the game on Sunday?
Yeah, he's at the game.
He is.
That could be a good help, and if we could get Lee as well, it'd be a cameraman to help you out. So if you haven't heard about it, fans' reactions is starting from Sunday, so get on the channel.
Beside Bob Storko.
And we'll be outside Bob Storko Turnstiles 51-52. So, yeah. So we'll move on to Sunday, the 22nd of January against Middlesbrough. Is it a derby?
Nope.
It's not.
Not a chance.
No. Not a chance.
No.
How is the class of the derby? How is the class?
It's not a derby.
It's not.
The only derby is obviously us against flipping Magpies.
Magpies. Against fucking Magpies. I love that.
I like that.
I love that as well, to be fair. If you haven't seen already that Sunderland and Newcastle under 21s, that Darren Heathcote, Gateshead College teacher, will be making an appearance in March sometime instead of January because he's going to the Newcastle semi-final game, unfortunately. He rather wants to spend time at the semi-final than coming on my podcast, so good luck. Unacceptable, isn't it, Jack? Very unacceptable. So we'll move on to Middlesbrough now. Score predictions, Paul? We'll go to you first. Big game, this.
Oh my god, it is a big game. They're in good form as well.
They are under.
Oh my god!
I'm telling you now, after he's been in the Premier League with Manchester United, he's been brilliant as their manager.
Exactly, Acacia.
It's going to be tricky.
It's going to be tricky.
Yeah, Tony Mowbray used to manage them as well.
Good luck.
Oh, they beat us at their ground. Depends on the referee we've got.
Oh, hey.
1-1.
1-1, not a bad shout. Acacia, what's your score predictions for Sunday?
Obviously, against Borough, there's two ex-Sunderland players playing against us, Paddy McNair and Duncan Watmore.
I forgot about them too.
So hopefully them two do not score against us. I really hope Ross Stewart snaps Paddy McNair's ankles apart to get him injured. I'm hoping probably a 2-1 win to us.
Aye, hopefully. Jack, score predictions?
It's going to be an even game. I'm going to go for a 2-2 with Stewart and Ahmad scoring. With the striker, the Akpom, and I'm also going to go with old Sunderland player Duncan Watmore to put a top corner outside the box top corner.
Don't.
It's just going to happen though, isn't it? It's just typically what happened to us.
Right, this is a one for you guys. Let's predict the referee for Sunday.
Keith Stroud.
Don't you dare. Keith Stroud. Don't you dare.
You've listened to Jack and the cut left, right hand corner. Keith Stroud's going to be the referee. What's your thought, referee?
I think it might be a referee called Craig Pawson. He's from Sheffield, so it might be
Pawson. Oh, good show.
No, not Pawson. That's even worse.
Which way am I pointing this way? Paul Wilson. What's your thought, referee?
Kevin Friend.
Kevin Friend.
Oh hell no, he's worse. So I'll have Keith Stroud.
You know,
Brad, who do you think?
My referee's decision, I think it's going to be Bobby Wadley.
Oh my god.
In the comments in the live chat, and Morgan's been very positive about this game. You see Sunderland 2, Borough 0. No fear at all, we've got Stewart at the back against them this time. We'll be okay.
But have you seen where they are in the flipping table though? Come on.
Liam Kay, I think Sunderland's going to win 2-1. However, lads, you know what? Same score predictions to me. I'm going to go for Sunderland 2, Middlesbrough 1 in this game.
Yeah.
Be quite a close one, to be fair. Talking about Ross Stewart, I've made up a little chant this evening, which I'm going to copy off Newcastle fans.
Oh,
okay.
I'm scared. I'm a bit scared.
So, so it goes like this. We've got Daniel in the middle.
Yeah, I know where this is coming.
We've got Buff at the back. Stewart in the back.
I will go with Bollard at the back, to be fair, with back.
Well, we could have Bollard at the back as well, or we could have 09 at the back, who knows? We could have Daniel in the middle, we could have Bollard at the back, Stewart in the attack. Someone's going to win the championship.
but we've already got a song with Daniel in the middle on the first bit. Because when I saw it on Twitter, when some of the fans were on the way home, and they were singing it. Really exciting.
Well, their song was Daniel in the middle, or it was Alessia at the back, Stewart in attack. That's all it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What else going to talk about tonight?
Is Elise good enough for the championship?
Is who?
Elise good enough for the championship? Or is he
Are
out
you-
his depth?
Yes.
Are you going for the championship? Of course he is.
I think he's out his depth.
No.
Not for me, he's not.
Nah. Oh, I've got 1 point to talk about. First goal on Saturday. And if this player is watching, you are going to get slated.
I don't even know who scored the first goal.
I'm thinking I don't even know who it was. Anyone? No? Paul? Acacia?
No.
Let's have a look. 2 seconds.
Oh, did you mean for the Swansea one?
Yeah, for this one. Oh, it was Joe Pirro, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, of course he was going to score.
Joe Pirro, first goal. This player is going to get straight into the skin. Right. Lyndon Gooch, right? If you are watching, please leave now. Please.
Oh, I hate Gooch. Like, Gooch is... No, don't get me started on Gooch.
Lyndon Gooch lost the ball in a dangerous position. In a very dangerous position, in fact, I'm going to say very, very dangerous. Not just dangerous, very dangerous. He lost the ball in a very dangerous position. It was very easy for Joe Pirro to get on goal. Obviously, Drew Patterson won the limb. You know? Gooch, you're just clueless. You're just clueless.
But the thing is,
He was
their
annoying in
first
that
goal
game.
shouldn't have stood. That actually was the offside goal. It shouldn't have stood.
This is why at right back I would have Trey Hume over Gooch any day of the week.
No, Gooch, I don't mind him going forward. He just ball washes when he's defending. He's not a defender. He doesn't know how to defend.
He's more of a winger up on top, isn't he? You wouldn't have him at the back.
Like I was noticing in the things after O'Nien got sent off. Yes, he was trying to mark 2 people. He was just sitting there ball watching.
Tell you what he was good at last season, the wing back role, he was good at running up the pitch.
That's where I think Clark suits better. The wing back role for Clark.
What, the left wing back?
Gets up and down. Yeah. And he said he prefers getting the ball further up the pitch. Just to see the ball further up the pitch.
Here's one look, Brad, because you said you'd rather have try him at right back.
Come on then.
We could, because Bailey Wright, he can play left back.
Yes, he can play left back, can't he?
And Bailey Wright's good enough to come in. I don't know why we don't play Bailey Wright. He's good enough.
He is.
Exactly. Bailey Wright is good enough.
For Acacia. Careful.
Good night.
Good night. Aye.
Oh. I was waiting for that.
Well, Milton, if you're watching as well. Yeah. Just a couple of shout outs tonight as well. I need to give Gateshead College a shout out as well, because Gateshead College has been sharing my posts recently on Instagram. So just a shout out to you lot, guys, who work at Gateshead College. Excellent staff, excellent teachers. I recommend anyone who has a student at school, any young kids, go to Gateshead College. Definitely.
I'm in the opposite college of South Tyneside.
It's
better than Gateshead, I'm sorry.
Also a shout out for my old channel who I used to work on was SESC Fan TV. I need to give them a shout out as well, because Wee Philly did say a lovely comment to me last night. He says, "Good luck with your channel, mate. Keep it up." Thank you very much indeed, Wee Philly. I do appreciate that, mate. And obviously as well, we can't leave this channel out. The SESC Fans React bunch. I can't leave them out. Sean Middleton, he does a really good job outside the ground. Really good job.
Middleton, the legend.
If you go and speak to him outside the ground on Sunday, get an interview with him as well. Top man he is.
Get the river. Get the river.
MC Hammer in the house. Rush to
Because when my mum and Lauren were in the LS Cafe, Dave the Rev came in the cafe the other day.
Did he actually?
Yeah, the other day when we were sat at the table, I was like, "Hey, oh, here he is."
Well, for next week, guys, we've got a special shout out before we move on further as well. the announcement we have coming on the show next week. We have Anthony Mackham coming on next week. Paul was on his stream on Friday night. If you weren't watching that stream, please go and subscribe.
Friday Night Live.
Friday Night Live.
I'll be watching it this Friday, Paul, because obviously I've not watched the one from last week that you sent me.
Also, guys, you want to be on that channel as well. So, at some point, I'll be going on there as well on Friday Night Live. So, stay tuned for that. And yes,
that's with DJ Earth and Jacob.
GGF and Jacob, yeah. Anything else we can talk about, Paul? What we haven't mentioned? Will you been on here 40 minutes?
Not that I can think of.
Acacia, anything?
I don't know.
Jack?
Best signing this summer window, the worst signing this window.
Good. This is good. This is good now. Best signing this summer, worst signing this summer. We'll go over to Paul Wilson.
Oh my God, man.
He's got heads in his hands.
Oh.
He's got heads in his hands, Paul Wilson. Your thoughts on the best summer signing and worst summer signing this season? In the summer.
Oh.
2 seconds, guys. Before we go that, we're going to go to the live chat as well. Morgan Gray says, what's this charity match you tweeted about earlier, Brad? Well, this guy called Bruno, he's a friend of mine. Sorry, it wasn't Sunderland Foundation. It was Newcastle Under-21s versus Newcastle College. He's doing a charity match for them, and he wants some Sunderland stuff as well. So if anyone knows anyone who can set up some Sunderland stuff, like some signed T-shirts or some signed memoranda, whatever you want to call it, get that done. And also, one of our friends, Acacia.
Lewis.
We have Lewis Casino on the mate on this evening as well. And if you watch him, we're going to do a little favourite ceremony. There's Cristiano Ronaldo, mate. So there you go, Lewis. Just done it especially for you. Best signing, Paul. Worst signing. What's your thoughts on?
Well, straight away, best one.
Come on, you've got to say Ahmad. Come on.
You've got to see that.
He's number one for best. Worst. Ooh, that's tough actually, because the worst one.
I've got my worst one.
Oh, I've got my worst one, 100% from the first time signed.
I don't know who to pick.
You don't know who to pick? Oh,
come on! He's only featured 3 times.
Does it begin with L by any chance? His first name and his Deacon's second name.
No, that's not mine.
Okay. Okay. Paul, you got one or not? Because we don't have to have one if you don't want to. Acacia, best signing, worst signing.
Best signing, obviously, Ahmad. Come on.
Come on.
He's literally been the best since he's coming on loan, and Man United don't even want him back. Thank you very much.
Of course he doesn't want him back. He's been playing for our club recently. Bad signing, Acacia?
Oh, I can't think of one that Paul said as well. I think.
Jack, good signing, worst signing, Ali?
Best signing, of course, Ahmad. No, nothing, and no decision of no one's better. He's just done amazing. Worst signing is that Edu Wadmishu.
What?
He hasn't. What's he done? Mine's Edu Wadmishu. He's been injured for most of his time at Sunderland. Like, I would go for Leon Diaku, but no. I think it's Edu Wadmishu.
I'm sorry, Jack, but I have to disagree with you.
Right.
World War III.
Right, my signing first on Acacia. Right. My best signing in this window, last window was Alex Pritchard, but this window, My best signing of the season is obviously Ahmad. What a star player he is. He's the star of the show, Ahmad. And also my worst signing, my worst signing. Paul knows about this. Put your head in hands, Leon Diaco. You are correct.
Go out the club.
Acacia, what were you going to say?
The same as you, Brad. Leon Diaco.
We still one agrees.
Flipping terrible. Why aren't right? Can I just say why did he take off Ross Stewart for flipping Leon Diaco?
Right. No. Right. You're 3-1 down. Would you keep Stewart on just the rest of an injury? 3-1 down, or do you take him off to save him?
Well, if you're 3-1 down, that's understandable.
We were 3-1 down at the time we took him off, so it's kind of understandable of why we took him off.
Yeah.
And obviously Diaco was on the bench because obviously
Diaco needs more of a chance. He needs more of a chance to come and prove himself.
But
he's got a wicked left foot.
striker.
He's got a left foot. He's not bad as people think he really is. Edward Mishu is the worst signing 120%.
Thank you,
I have
Paul.
to disagree.
No. It's Mishu. What's he done? You name a time. What's he done? He's played what? Not even a full game this season.
Mishu, for me, has actually changed our games around.
He says, I think that Mishu is a walking yellow card.
110% agree with that.
Well, you know what? I don't.
Neither are.
You know who I thought who played well against Shrewsbury Town? I'm going to give this a shout out before we go off later. I'm going to have to give this a shout out. Shrewsbury Town versus Sunderland. A shout out to the 15-year-old Chris Rigg. He came on.
Totally agree.
Honestly, he's amazing, isn't he?
He's amazing. Literally. He used to go to the same school as my mate did. So didn't actually talk.
I know Chris Vegas was the academy.
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw more of him.
You know what?
Against Fulham, I think we'll see him.
I agree.
This is what I was going to say, right? Watch Tony Mowbray. Still on Thursday. He's going to start on the 28th. Watch him play against Fulham.
If he starts against Fulham, I wouldn't be surprised.
We'll win it. If he starts, we'll win.
But watch
I'm going to put that out there now.
Yeah, I am. But watch him absolutely tackle Mitrovic, get him flipping down injured, and then get him off the pitch. I do not want Mitrovic playing.
Liam Kay says Mishu has only played 7 games for Sunderland. Yeah, but I think the majority of them, I think he's changed the game quite a lot for me.
Yeah, he has. The same as Barr as well, which I've been really impressed with since he's came in.
Yeah, Abdullah Barr, he's got a great future to play ahead of him as well.
Oh, Abdullah Barr's too good.
I think Jonathan Bennett as well. Quite a few people slate him. But
where's his hype, though? He had 1 game, all the hype, and what's he done after that to continue that hype?
Because this is what I'm going to say, though, because I was watching Tony Mowbray after the game, or it was in a press conference before the game the other day. He said that he's going to try and give Jewison more game this week. On Sunday, he's going to give him a game against Borough, and then apparently he said he's going to give him a game against Fulham as well.
Oh.
Well, for me, I know we took Ross Stewart off. Surely, because I think Bennett was on the bench.
He was, yes.
Why not bring Bennett on and play him as a striker?
Exactly, Paul.
He actually plays as a striker for his home country.
Yeah, exactly. What was I going to say?
What would be yours predicted lineup, or what will you go for Sunday against Borough? Formation wise, and what would lineup would you go?
That is some question to ask, to be fair. Right.
To be honest with me, I think probably the same line. Well, it'll not be the same lineup because all 9 will be missing. But for me, I think the only change I'll bring in
Danny Bart
is Danny Bart.
Yeah.
It'll be Ballard.
I'll make Danny 2 changes, to be fair. I'll bring Wright into that defence. I wouldn't play Barr, to be fair. I'll bring Wright, and then I'm going to feel bad for him. I'll say drop Evans for Barr.
Wow.
Yeah.
But You know?
We need someone who's not going to look back for a pass. Bar forces to play forward, and that's what we need against Borough. We don't need Evans to do a sideways pass. We need to get the ball and just go forward, and Bar can do that.
Acacia?
Yeah, I agree with Jack about that. We need Bart to start against Evans. I'm sorry, but he's just been terrible lately for the few games.
Evans hasn't been terrible. I think he's the player who everyone seems he goes quiet in games. He does his job, and he does his job perfectly. But we need someone like Bar.
Yeah, we do.
So literally, Bar can tackle. Is really good with his feet. He's fast with the ball, and Neil can do it. Neil's worked perfect on his defensive part of his game. I think Neil can kind of do an Evans role a little bit.
Liam K says, who do you think will win tonight against Swansea and Bristol City in the FA Cup?
Bristol City for me.
Swansea 2-0.
22-0, Paul?
Actually, Swansea. I'm saying they're going to win.
Paul, score?
Bristol City. I'm going to say.
Good shout. You know what? I'm not saying anything about Swansea, but I think we're going to get beat tonight. I think we're going to get beat 1-0. That's all I'm going to say, 1-0. I think it's going to be one of them 1-0s.
Oh, another question. Out with the two Welsh teams that you played this game, like between Cardiff and Swansea, which one did you enjoy seeing the most between Cardiff and Swansea? Who played the better football? Who did you enjoy watching more?
Personally, for me, I think Cardiff.
Cardiff played the better football
because we didn't have Keith Stroud.
Well, that's one option. We didn't have Keith Stroud.
So we had Keith Stroud 3 times this season. Bristol City and then the Wigan game at home. We won 2 of them, and now we lost one with them at Swansea.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was a ref against Wigan at home.
Liam Casey's Cardiff. Yeah, good show. What was I going to say again before we'll go get
Actually, you talked about Cardiff. They've got rid of their manager. Have you seen who they're trying to get? Have you seen who they're trying to get in?
Neil Warnock.
Neil!
I love him. I'm sorry, but I flipping do. I flipping love that lad.
You know what?
Neil Warnock's retired, but they are trying to get him in.
Well, Lewis Casino will comment. Cardiff and Swansea are cheap shaggers. Pass it on.
And thank you. Because, right, my mate who was behind me in the second half, my mate Adam, he was literally shouting sheep shaggers to Swansea. He was literally shouting that all match.
Right. That was a bit boring. What was I going to say?
I quickly mention what's your lads' thoughts? Alex Neil trying to get Mike Dodds.
Take him.
Won't happen.
Just take him.
No,
I don't care.
The snake won't take him.
No pieces of paper, but here we go.
Counting the sheep for the sheep shaggers.
Morgan
I agree with that.
You didn't chant about Adam Johnson for 90 minutes.
But did you hear the Swansea fans on Saturday though? They were chanting about Adam Johnson. You know?
I heard.
Oh, that was getting on me nerves. That
yeah,
such a dead chant these days.
Going back.
Middlesbrough were doing the same on Sunday.
Sorry, Paul for interrupting there. Going back to what you said, Jack, on the lineup. I would actually change formation as well. Instead of going a 4-2-3-1, what we normally go for, what about changing it to a 3-5-2?
Is that not defensive though? Do you want to go defensive against Borough?
Even though I would, for one reason.
No, I think we need to be on top. We cannot go defensive at home specifically.
You know why I'm saying this for? Because we've got 2 big solid defenders, and we've got Barth there, we've got Ballard there, like away. We've got Wright as well. We've got 3 at the back, 3 big lads at the back. We've got. Then obviously the 5 at the back. I'll probably play Bar. Then you will play obviously Daniel. What you said. Evans wouldn't come in for me. In the left wing back, what Jack says, we'll have Jack Clark. Right wing back, we'll go for Trey Hume, obviously, because he's been
But then,
outstanding.
but then what about Paddy Roberts? You can't just.
Oh,
I've been
this is what I'm saying
Roberts
for Lauren.
fine,
For Lauren, get Paddy Roberts to start. I'm sorry, but get him started for Lauren.
So really, you can't go 3-5-2 if you want to bring Patrick Roberts in.
Scrap. We could go for a 4-3-3 though, if we wanted to.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, Clark and Roberts on the wings.
Roberts on wing, and then we could have
Ahmad sitting just in behind Stewart.
Ahmad just sitting behind the striker. Yeah, we could have that. We could work around that, couldn't we, Paul?
It was technically the same formation we went against Swansea, but we had to change it to the red card.
Yeah, basically the same.
I wouldn't change formation. The formations worked.
Mowbray said he actually had a game plan against Swansea, but with all 9 when all 9 went off, Mowbray said actually that the game plan we had went out.
I think we went way too deep against them. Went way too deep.
Yeah, I think all the players were coming too far back.
I think like Stewart was the only one pressing. Like I've seen him multiple times by Evans. He was shouting at Neil to go up there with what Stewart had pressing. He wasn't. I've seen him multiple times. Evans just shouting at Neil to press up with Stewart.
I'm sorry, but Morgan Grace just said this on the live chat, and I totally agree with him. I totally agree with him. To be fair, Clark can get dropped against Swansea. He was awful. Clark can get dropped. Sorry, he was awful against Swansea.
Yeah, I do agree with him about that, though. To be honest, I do agree.
Yeah,
I just thought can Bennett not, Joseph Bennett not play that area of Clark?
He can play left wing.
Get him to start.
Yeah, let Bennett come and play some games.
Because, like I said to you lads earlier, Tony Mowbray said he wants Jewson to start like this weekend coming because he's not been like obviously.
Yeah, he
he doesn't speak very good English, does he? Because he's still learning at the minute.
Yeah,
he just wants him to get a game time.
Yeah, because he hasn't been playing much because he wasn't up to speed when he came back from the World Cup.
But how was that possible? He played a game in the World Cup. How the hell was he not up to speed?
I don't think it was the speed that we're playing.
I forgot we also had we've got another guest on next week as well. I've totally forgot about Chris Cooper. He's coming.
Yeah, we've got Chris Cooper next week.
Got him as well. So we've got Anthony McAnam, Chris Cooper. We've got 2 coming on next week. This is going to be brilliant. Then obviously the week after, we haven't got nobody. But on the 7th of February, which is, I'm glad to say Acacia's birthday on the 7th of February. So we're going to give her a shout out on her birthday for her 21st birthday. Bit early yet, like, but earlier than never. But on the 7th of February, we will be down at the Gateshead Stadium for the first game, for the first time in a while. So,
yeah, we will be.
Yes, we will be. Liam Casey's quick question: who will get more stick out of Middlesbrough or Stoke when Alex Neil returns?
It's going to be the snake.
We all know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen on that day. We all know what's going to happen.
The 4th of March.
4th of March.
Where Alex Neil gets off that coach.
All you're going to hear is fuck Alex Neil for the whole game. That's all you're going to hear. Just fuck Alex Neil.
Exactly. The whole game, till the 90th minute, we're going to be singing that.
Even when he goes in, in half time, he actually goes in. That's what you'll hear.
I wouldn't be surprised if some Sunderland fan after the game caused some havoc. I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope someone has some common sense to go 2 for him.
But can I just quickly say though, Stoke were absolutely flipping crap against Sheffield United, against us lot on Saturday. I'm telling you now, they were terrible.
I actually heard.
They were terrible. But when Stoke scored to make it 2-1, Alex Neil did not celebrate at all. He just stood there, looked at the goal. I was like, you loser.
But
I've got a funny feeling it's going to happen. You watched a couple of days before the game, Stoke would sack Neil to stop the thingy. But it'll make it worse if the Stewart way, not Stewart, Neil, a couple of days before our game on the 4th against them.
Don't you dare stall. Keep Alex Neil in charge until we play you. Then get rid of him after.
4-0 against them.
Yeah, 4-0 against them. Right, we'll talk.
It's about 5-0 against them. I'm telling you now.
6-0.
10-0.
Right, guys,
Well-
that's it for this evening, and we've run out of time. We've definitely run out of time. Say goodbye to Paul Wilson. Say goodbye to everyone, Paul.
Come on, Sunderland, beat Middlesbrough. Come on.
Acacia, say goodbye to everyone.
Howie, someone, let's beat the Borough. Howie.
And Jack, say goodbye to everyone.
How are the lads? See you all later.
See you all later. And before we go, ooh, baby, do you know what's
Nah, Stewart is the best on earth. Lord, let's drop that. Just the we need. He'll take Sunderland to the Premier League.
Hey!
Yay.
Goodbye for now, guys.